Hello, my name is Dominic Nelson. This is my video about the three failed products for my entrepreneurship class. The first product I'd like to go over is the Microsoft Zune. It was a MP3 player designed by Microsoft. The idea was to directly compete with the iPod. This is a late iPod. This is basically the competition the Zune had towards the tail end of its life. Sleek, people had them. I think all of us remember, at least our parents. For me, it was my mom with her iPad Nano. I personally never even knew the Zune exists. One of the main points for its failure would be how late it got into the game. By this point, the iPad had already gone through several iterations, and even after it started to get somewhat of a following, by that point, the smartphone, something like this, a little bit thicker, but it could do everything the iPod or Zune couldn't, as well as what it could do. Photo, video, MP3 player, games, videos, movies, anything. So obviously at that point the Zune was declared a failure. It started in 2006 and was discontinued 2012. Quite frankly, due to the phone and just late adoption, Microsoft axed the program. The next product I think everyone is at least a little bit familiar with, even people of my age, due to some popular media that it's in, is New Coke. I think everyone and their mother knows what Coke. Very iconic American brand. All over the world you'll find it. Biggest problem with New Coke is they changed the recipe. It used to be something everyone knew. Coke was trying to reach out to a newer, younger demographic in the 80s. One of the shocking things is reading through it, it seemed like everyone liked it in these focus groups. The thing they came to realize is in the focus groups they gave them very small quantities. So instead of having an actual can, it might have been about that much. And since it was so much sweeter, people would find they didn't actually want to finish these cans. So after a couple years with New Coke on the market and people begging Coca-Cola to start bringing the old version back, Coca-Cola is now back with the classic, basically just due to backlash of people not enjoying it. And the final product, and my personal favorite, would be the Chevy SSR, which was the Chevy's version of a sport truck. They thought they were going to make it look good. It was going to have a big V8, super fast, a driver's car that also functioned as a truck. A win-win, you would think, right? Not exactly. They sold from 2003 all the way to 2006. Even with that big V8 motor, they were very underpowered, and that demographic they were going for, hardcore driving enthusiasts, didn't really want it because it didn't come with a manual transmission. You could only get it in automatic. As well as people not being able to drive it for the sportiness that they were promised, the bed in the truck was also small and had a cover, so you couldn't fit very much back there. So, as with most trucks, this is not the Chevy. This is actually a old Ford Raptor model. You can see the back. You can get stuff in there. Big bed, tailgate. Instead of going with the regular truck format like so, rounded all the edges, shortened the bed, lowered the top of it so you can't get stuff in it. But, just the main reason for this, though, is Chevy decided to shut down the factory where it was made. So one day in 2006, the SSR stopped manufacturing. And these are the three products I chose to go over and why they failed. Thank you.